Guys, get ready with me. So I'm going to talk about something a little bit traumatic that happened yesterday, so just bear with me, but I'm going to do my makeup. So it kind of started yesterday morning. If you guys know, I have a dog. He's been my only dog for like 14 years. He's close to 15 now. It was just me and him here, and I was deciding to make myself some apples and fruit dip. And that's whenever I decided to feed him one. And by the way, apples is one of his favorite foods, so I literally did not think anything of it. So anyway, I gave him an apple and I watched him eat it. He definitely did not chew it like he was supposed to. So he kind of stopped and he was just kind of looking at me, and I immediately knew something was wrong because I know how he acts. So at this point I can tell that he's choking because he is struggling to breathe. He starts slowly panicking and I just know something's wrong. So I immediately stop what I'm doing. I was watching YouTube at the time, and I got down. I was like, hey, you okay, Dawson? You okay? And he just started pacing around my room. And I don't know if you guys have ever had to deal with something like this. It's just you just go into fight or flight, you don't know what to do. He was trying to wag his tail, but you could tell that he was he couldn't breathe. He was wheezing and clearly struggling. So this continues. He ends up coming behind my chair right here, and he dribbles on the floor, and you can tell that he's not meaning to. Usually he would get in trouble because he doesn't usually do that, but I obviously did not get mad at him. I was just freaking out trying to figure out how to get this out of his mouth. I guess it was lodged in his throat. And yeah, and this had only been going on for a couple minutes. So I was like, it's okay, he'll get it out. He usually just coughs it up and then it's fine. But guys, he wasn't coughing it up. He couldn't. He was trying to, but he couldn't. So basically he ends up kind of running around some more, and he ends up going under my bed. And I was like, that's weird. He's trying to get away from me almost. So at this point, I'm really starting to freak out, and I literally did not know what to do. So he went under my bed, and literally, when I tell you guys, he went limp. He literally just slowly put his head down and then just went limp. And I was like, oh my gosh, he just died. And I was crying, whatever. It was so bad. I pulled him out from under my bed, and I was like, Dawson, no, please don't. And I'm pretty sure he just went unconscious. I mean, he's okay now, by the way. He's okay. But he went unconscious, and I pulled him out, and his eyes were just lifeless. He had passed out. He was unconscious. He was limp, was not reacting to his name, nothing. So I literally pull him out and hold him up with my body, and I start giving him the Heimlich. Never done Heimlich on a dog. Never even, knew that I knew how, but I guess in that moment I did know how. I was just pushing on his stomach, doing what you are told to do, and he was still kind of just sitting there. But after I did that, he kind of started to I guess regain consciousness. He kind of started to slowly walk, and we ended up going to the living room. So we made it to the living room, and I brought my phone because I wasn't even thinking about my phone. I just got it whenever we left my room, and I called my mom. And right whenever I called my mom, I just started freaking out even more because he still was not acting right. He was struggling to move. He was messing on himself, which he has not done for the 14 years of me having him. He was freaking out, and he couldn't breathe. He was still wheezing. He would cough every few seconds to catch a breath, and then he would just get stuck. It would get stuck in his throat again. And I'm gonna let this sit for a minute to get tacky while I do my second layer of mascara. So I call my mom, and I'm telling her, you have to come home. He's not breathing. Full on panicking because after pulling him out from under my bed, I just knew he's not gonna make it. I already thought he had died. And that's my baby. That is my baby. And the fact that I gave him the apple, I just felt so guilty. I couldn't even bear it. Yeah, he continued to pee on himself. He was messing on himself really badly. It was all over his stomach. And she was like, okay, I'm coming home. So she came home, and I threw on my shoes and we went to the vet. Okay, so while we were going to the vet, like I was holding him, we brought him in a little towel, and he, at this point, he was breathing, but he like wouldn't move. I guess he was just so freaked out. It was definitely still in his throat because he had not coughed it up. It was still in his system. I'll insert a picture of him at the vet once we got like checked in. Okay, so this is my boy at the vet. You can just tell in his eyes he's terrified. But basically, they squirted water in his mouth. They made sure that he could swallow because we couldn't even tell if he was able to swallow correctly. And he did. He was okay. He was just super, super scared. Like, we like trauma bonded. But yeah, if you guys have any tips on how to manage it, like it's like stuck in my mind, like the picture of me pulling him out whenever he literally had no muscle in his body. He felt like a lifeless body. I'm just so glad he's okay now. I'm going to insert a picture of him afterwards. Here's him just enjoying the ride home. But yeah, we avoided feeding him his actual like food yesterday. We only gave him water and like any soft foods. Like my mom made him an egg, you know, just so he wasn't starving. But we gave him food last night, like later on. I had called my boyfriend, I had called my sister. Like I was just on the floor crying so hard. Like I literally thought I was about to lose him, and they like helped me calm down. My mom came home and she was broke out in hives. Like I felt so bad. But I'm trying to think of what else to say. I don't know. I do have more jar videos coming soon. I'm really, really excited for that. I also, one thing I want to talk about, I am opening up a P.O. box. I don't know how soon, but definitely by April, like the mid-April. It's April 2nd right now, so pretty soon, honestly. I'm really, really excited. So if you guys want to send me anything, I would be more than happy to review it for you guys or help support your businesses if that be the case, or if you just want to send me something, by all means, please do. I love every single package I've gotten so far. And don't feel obligated to, of course, but it would just mean the world, and I love just supporting you guys as much as you support me. Also, I know I'm not really like posting like an in-depth tutorial on what I'm doing right now, but I will be doing an in-depth tutorial on my makeup. This is just something I really had to talk about today because it's just on my mind. But yeah, I'm just going in with this brush. I'm gonna blend out this bronzer. I love Rare Beauty bronzers so much. And now I just feel like I have to like watch him all the time. He's in there sleeping right now, but like all day yesterday, I felt like I was on edge if I wasn't right next to him, you know? And I mean, he's like 14 and a half, so it's really rare. Like he's been really fortunate with not having many medical episodes, but this was like so life-threatening and I was here by myself. I felt hopeless, but I genuinely believe that giving him the Heimlich, however way that I did it, like literally saved his life. Guys, I've yapped a lot, so I'm gonna kind of speed run the last bit of my makeup. It's my favorite part. Yeah, guys, moral of the story, basically just be really careful, especially if you have older dogs. I have never experienced like that kind of scare in my life for a really, really long time. He's like my baby and I love him so much. I'm also gonna put this on my eyelids. I'm gonna take my Ofra. Literally stunning. Bottom lashes. Take my Rare Beauty and do my high points. And my favorite part, lips. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna go change. Alright, this is much better. Thank you guys so much for listening to this story. It means a lot to me and I love you all.